don't want to hear another word from your mouth, son. I came to collect this paper. Made so many bets on the iPhone, I used up all of my 4G data. Out with a wife in spoons and I just put a fork in the mouth for your waiter. Knock a man out in an Uber, I'm the new Charlie Slater.
Welcome back to JPLR Villa and West Brom talk.
Yeah, man. We did a video not long ago.
We ain't done a video about the teams in a while, but we did a what's it called, a Premier League 11.
Yeah, that was dead. Forget about that. But yeah, so a lot's happened in the last couple of weeks. Fairly a lot anyway compared to what I thought was going to happen. We started West Brom. Obviously, it was all doom and gloom when it started the window.
And us. Didn't do anything for ages.
Nah, but you knew you were going to do something. You know what I mean? We all thought we were going to be scrimping around. We still are kind of, but we'll get on to that. But yeah, so first couple of weeks was completely dead. Nothing happened. I think the first signing we made was obviously Pereira, but that was obligated to buy, so we knew that was happening. Don't really need to speak about him. So that got wrapped up, and then we went and signed. I think it was Kipre as the first signing we made. I don't think there was anyone before that.
Is it Kipre,
yeah, I think
Pereira, Diangana,
Button, and Robinson. So
and now Ivanovic tonight.
It will be, yeah. So yeah. So the first signing we made, obviously Kipre. Don't know a lot about him. I am actually excited to watch him though. To be honest,
he was good for Wigan.
Yeah, 100%. He was good in a bad team, so he kept a lot of clean sheets last year. But the big step up to the Prem, I don't even know if he's going to be the main centre back with a Jay yet. I think
it'll be a Jay Ivanovic.
Nah,
I'll rate Ivanovic though.
I think he's going to put faith in Agazi for the first few games, which I don't mind because he was good last year and he's got experience.
What about Bartley, bro?
Nah, he's not a Premier League player. He'll just be in the squad for just in and around the squad. But yeah, so looking forward to watching him. To be fair, see how he progresses. I think he's similar to Ajay, strong, quick, tall. We'll just see if he doesn't make a step up, but it's risk free because it was less than £1 million. Then we move on to we signed that Button, but that's just experience. So it's just a keeper, and at the end of the day, I think. But you know what I would think about Johnson. I think if he has a bad couple of games, he could step in.
Who did I see someone Fulham signed that area? I know. I was like,
but wait,
they've signed that Tete now as well.
Yeah, but they've done this before though. They've done this before. They've signed all these big names.
It's Fulham. Everyone's saying it's Fulham. We were Fulham 2.0 and it failed.
It's literally Fulham Part 2. But
they're saying this is Fulham 3.0 because we was 2.0.
Nah, I wish them the best, but we'll see what happens. I've never really watched the Ariola.
Not to stray away from the baggies talk. I didn't mean to do that.
Nah, right. And then, yeah, so obviously then the big one come out. Obviously there was rumours, don't know what's going on. Then suddenly one day, it come out official that we'd bid for Diangana. At first I looked at it and thought, not that it's bullshit, I thought it's just going to get waved away.
And then there was, I reckon, false rumours that... I don't know, Percy said he didn't.
Yeah, no, I think other clubs did get involved because they looked at it and thought, hold on, why West Ham selling their best player, or the best youngster for that cheap? So
even Mark Noble come out and tweeted it.
Yeah, Jack Wilshere, a few of them. There's a meltdown in that club. I mean, when we do a prediction video, we'll see our thoughts.
I want to do one now, but he wants to do one in Denver.
Yeah, we'll just talk about the Albion and Villa for now, and then we'll do another video. But yeah, so obviously that's massive for us. I think it just shows the signal of intent, really, that a player wants to come back. He wants to come and play for Village again. He likes to settle at the end of the day. In pre-season, he was getting assists and goals, everything for West Ham. I think he would have played for him, and the fact that he's come to us, it's a big move. Obviously, he was a bit injury prone last year. That's the big worry in my mind, that if he suddenly gets an injury, he's going to get tipped up. But if he stays fit, he's the type of player that could keep us up.
Yeah,
as well as
what runs have you gone through so far?
So obviously Kipre, Button,
Pereira,
Diangana, then
Robinson, wasn't it?
The next one then was Robinson. Obviously we were all crying out for a striker. We need a striker. It's 100%. There's no.
And you got the Burke off the books as well.
That's a big plus. I've watched him once and it was awful. He's the most laziest footballer I've ever watched in my life.
So that surprises me because that voice Wilder won him then.
Well, I was watching the Sheffield United video last night of a blogger that for them.
Yeah.
And he was looking at all the stats and Burke and where he's going to fit in. He said, we don't play wingers, and we've just signed a right wing back, and they've got Baldock. So he was like, I'm not sure where Wilder's going to put him in.
Burke?
Yeah. So he was like, if he plays as a striker, but then he was looking through, scored 1 goal for Alaves, no goals for us, 4 goals for Celtic. That's their problem.
You must see something in him.
At the end of the day, I mean, we're having stick off, obviously Villa fans, but a few different fans saying Robinson's no good, he's shit. But at the end of the day, he isn't the best of footballers, but he's a finisher, but he's not the best of footballers. I can't see him playing much, but he wants to play. And he
can play anywhere across the front three.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Just shows
a swap.
It shows the project that Bilic put together last year, that everyone wants to come back. And he said earlier in his interview, he said at the back after the QPR game, he said, I wanted all the players back together. Everyone we had on loan, I want them all. And he said earlier, I've got everyone apart from Krovinovic.
Do you reckon you'll get him as
well?
well?
He said it's his main priority. So I think everyone that played for us last year will be back. And I know a lot of fans are being negative, and I know a lot of rival fans are saying, well, you've just got the same team that come across the line in the Championship. But sometimes you can't beat team spirit. Sometimes a team that wants to play together does well. And that's what Sheffield United had last year. They didn't have a Premier League quality side, but they finished in the top half.
That's what I'd like to make about Villa, about everyone's saying that we scraped survival last year, but I think we was improving throughout the year. I think towards the end.
Yeah, we will get onto it. There's a lot more to talk about, I think, with Villa, to be fair. But just wrapping up the signings, because obviously that's the most recent signing. Today we're bringing in Ivanovic, hopefully tonight or maybe tomorrow. Bilic said he won't play for a good month because he wants to train him, bring him in for experience. Isn't it? Again, rival fans are looking at it like, oh, they're signing a 36-year-old, relegation confirmed. That's fine, but
no,
I just think
saying that about Thiago Silva.
I just think
it's a different level
of player, but
I
think he's coming in just to help the youngsters. He's coming in to help your Kid Fraser, Jays, O'Shea's.
He's a centre back that's played right back a lot, so I reckon he'll help out you.
Again, it's a free transfer. Free transfer. He's not going to be on that much money. Probably 20 grand a week, 25 grand a week. He's quite fit because he's been playing week in, week out for Zenit. We'll just see. But it's a big weekend coming up. Obviously, with the game as well, it's a distraction from the transfers. But we will get a striker.
I think you'll get Grant.
I want Grant. I'm desperate for Grant. Every fan's desperate for Grant, as you can probably see.
If we'd have gone down, I would have wanted us to go for Grant.
But I think he's a Premier League player. He's a low-end Premier League player.
Or a high-end Championship. Because he's always played... He's never played in a Championship for a top of the league.
No, but he was banging at me. He scored, I think, 9 goals for Huddersfield when they were awful. I think. No, not in the Prem. In that season he got like 9, and that was in the awful side. Yeah, he didn't get 8 or 9. He was their top scorer. But he's obviously who I want. But I do want a backup striker, and that's talked about. I think it will be Deeney, 100%. But
I forgot about
I don't really mind with Deeney because
Prem proven.
He is. He'll put the penalties away.
Good thing to sign.
At the same time, Austin would do that, so it's a little bit of a same with Austin.
I think Deeney's a better striker than Austin.
The main thing for us this year is a striker isn't going to get the bulk of our goals. The wingers will get the bulk of our goals. Defenders from corners will get the bulk of our goals.
So do you reckon if you get Krov, you'll play Krov in the middle with Pereira and
This is the argument because, no, because we won't play a cam. Because we ain't that team this year. We can't do that. We dominated the ball in the Championship. We won't have the ball in this. So we're going to play 3 in the middle. It'd be a 4-3-3.
You need a midfielder now, I think.
That's why he's looking at Conor Gallagher. But again, unproven in my opinion. I've not watched him. He's spoken about.
He was good for Swansea last year. He's really good.
Well, we'll see. But Krov could drop into that midfield 3.
Do you reckon Krov could play the 8 role?
Possibly. I possibly think so. He's got that kind of flair about him.
Right now, you'd play Krov, Sawyers, Livermore. That's what they'd play.
If we had him, but obviously we ain't got him yet. Sunday, I'm not sure what he's going to do. I wouldn't even like to. I mean, that's all the transfers wrapped up for the time being. Obviously, that's up to date. That's what we spoke about. We don't know what's going to come in now. It's just literally in the board's hands. We've still got half of our budget left, in theory, which is about 15 mil. So let's just go and get a striker and let's just see what happens.
I reckon your budget's higher than what they've come out and said.
If it was, we'd have gone and got Grant by now. So
but obviously it's a smoke screen to say if you say you've got 50 mil,
I just think we're
yeah,
trying
we
to
want
get
24.
the best deal out of Huddersfield possible
Yeah.
because they know they want to sell it. They know he's going to come, but they just want to scrimp the best deal out.
They want to see how long they can make Huddersfield wait before they look, because they've got to obviously replace him.
They've
with a
already said he's not in the squad for the
yeah,
weekend.
but if they sell him,
so-
they've got money to spend, and how long do
Yeah.
they want to wait before the?
Exactly. Yeah.
So the
We'll
more
just see.
games
It's going to be a mad week or two, but in between that we've got the biggest distraction of Sunday, which I'll move on to now. Transfers, that's to one side now because
yeah.
it's game time, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, it's come around that fast. Looking at it on paper, yeah, just a quick overview of the game, I'm not going to go into detail, but looking at it on paper, I understand why every pundit and every whatever out there fan would look at it and be like, Leicester, banker, 100%. But you've got to take a few factors into this game. They revamped most of their players,
Yeah.
and their form on the back end of last year was shocking. They're not in turmoil, but the board's come out and they're moaning about transfers. Brendan Rodgers isn't happy. It's a little bit stale at the club at the minute, and it's probably the best time to play them before they go and get a big money midfielder or a big money striker.
I agree, it's the best time to play him. I'm not sure whether you'll get a result like you think you will.
I just think we could nick a draw because we'll be buzzing.
You could nick a draw.
We'll be
Anything could
A
happen.
result, in my opinion, is a draw.
But people who are betting people will go with Leicester. And I
100%.
would go with Leicester.
Because they're still going to have Vardy, Barnes, Tielemans, but then they haven't got Pereira, Chilwell, obviously. They haven't got Johnny Evans, he's
Maddison's
suspended. They haven't
injured.
got Maddison. They're playing Indeed, probably centre back, but they might even play Wes Morgan. So I just think there's some goals in there for us, and I just think we could exploit them.
If I was to guess a scoreline, I'd say something mad like 4-2 or to Leicester.
I don't think. Well, time will tell, it. I hope. I don't really want to put a prediction. My prediction. Don't know. Not sure. My prediction is 1-1 because I can't see them being the team that everyone thinks they're going to be, and I think we'll be that buzzing as a squad to play that we're going to play really well.
It is a well-known omen that the teams that come up play well in the first game.
Yeah, I think we'll be that buzzing. They'd like to furlong a Jay. They'll be like, fucking, we're live on TV. This is it. Pereira, he'll want to showcase his talent. Dejan Garner, everything. I just think.
I do think Pereira's going to have an unreal season.
He'll be the Buendia, won't he?
I think
He'll do Buendia.
well,
We'll go
I
down
think-
probably, but then he will be the one that gets the majority of the.
I think whether you go down or not, he will leave for a
I
top
think-
half table side.
I don't know. If we stay up, I think he'll stay one more year. I don't think he's going to have something
Depends
stupid.
what kind of affiliation with the club he's got by that time.
Mate.
Probably has one now, but it's all Grealish. He hasn't got the Grealish level. of
Grealish is a
affiliation.
fan though.
That's what I mean. He hasn't got that level.
Yeah. But we'll see. So obviously, massive game, and then we move into a cup game next week, and then it's another game, Everton away, which is tough, Chelsea away. It's all coming thick and fast. So one game at a time. Not expecting it to pull up any trees, really not, which you'll see in the prediction video. But first game, crucial. Get a point, I'm happy. No, but we'll play well.
Yeah.
Lose by 1, I'm happy. So it's going to be a mad
That
couple
was
of
my
weeks.
thought process last year.
It's going to be a real mad couple of weeks. So
Should we move on
we'll
to Villa?
move on to Villa now.
So first signing, Matty Cash, buzzing. I can't believe
It is a good sign.
I can't believe he's gone for 14 rolls into 16. I can't believe he's gone for that.
I wouldn't say he's worth any more because right back and left backs don't go for a lot in this market.
Yeah, but it's the future.
Trent would only go for about 45 in this market.
I think fullbacks are the future of football, man. Seeing Pep Guardiola went and spent all this fucking transfer budget on fullbacks
Look
one
what happened.
season. I think fullbacks are the way forward. The way that they bomb forward and you have one holding mid to join the back three. Everyone's doing it.
Don't. At the end of the day, you'll get slagged. And
So
I'll-
18 on target, and they spent 14 on cash. It shows that that's where the money needs to
I'll
go.
wind you up about overspending, and obviously a lot of rival fans say overspending, but it don't matter. Money's just money. It's not happening.
If
It's not
you've
my
got
money.
money, then
That's
spend
it,
it.
innit?
If you get your
Spend what you
main
want.
target, you can add 10 mil to that value because it's what suits your team.
Yeah. Well, Tom will tell. There's no 100% guarantee.
If you put a 6'6" striker who wins every header in Pep Guardiola's team, he's worth nothing.
Yeah.
But if you put fucking Aguero, well, no, I can't say Aguero, a little nippy striker in fucking a Pulis team that's a 4-5-1 who doesn't hold the ball up, then he's worth nothing. It's a value to the team. So when people are seeing players and they're like, oh, you paid that much for him, oh my God. But if he suits your team, you're willing to pay more.
Time will, again, that's what I'm saying. Time will tell with him. I think he's a quality player.
Jolinton and Haller both being paid 40 mil for. I'm happy with Watkins for 28.
It's on to cash first. It's whether he makes the step up. You know what I mean? Because it's all well and good being a good player. Because he weren't the best in the league. I don't even think he was the best right back in the league. He was up there, but they didn't get promoted. He didn't really pull up any trees. But he's a very good player and he's got a lot of potential.
I think he's the best fullback from last year's championship.
There's another one. I can't think who it was now. It were the Leeds one. Ailey pisses all over him for last year. That's why he got team of the year as well. But no, I think he's a good signing regardless of what you pay.
Yeah, but you're going to give team of the year to a fullback that's just got promoted as a champion.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
I think it was between the two. And for 14 mil for someone who's obviously he's obviously Prem ready. If he's been,
I'd say he's Prem ready. It's just whether he makes a step up. But I think it'll rely a lot.
They had teams like Milan searching for him before lockdown.
But it'll rely on a lot on your defensive setup. He ain't gonna be the reason that you're gonna keep clean sheets.
Nah, it's an attacking fullback. He's been
it's the rest of the back four that you want to worry about.
So everyone's trying to emulate the Guardiola style of play where the fullbacks are wingers and the wingers are strikers. That's why that's why I agree with what you said to me the other day with Watkins. He might play inside. He might play as a winger.
That's only come about because obviously it was no secret you was always going to get Watkins. Dean Smith's worked with him before. You always wanted him. He was always the main club. There was little talked about Tottenham, but he was always the main club. You were going to get
that was a hurry up and buy him.
I think at first when I heard it was going to be 18 mil, I thought bang on. The fact that you might pay 33. Is steep, but it doesn't matter because you've got the money. It doesn't even matter.
It's 28 mil, and if we end up paying 33, then it's worth it.
Well, that's like us paying 12 mil for Dejan Garner, but if he gets into the England setup, we've got to pay 18. If he gets into the England setup, it means that he's been unreal.
But it's only into the England setup at your club, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if he's in the England setup, then he's obviously played well enough to probably keep you up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So if you go down, you will sell him.
But for a lot more than what we
if you go down and you sell him and then he gets into the England squad, that clause is pointless. So that's a good deal, that is.
Yeah, so now I think he will play him as a winger because then now you've signed Watkins, all of a sudden it's all gone mad on signing a number 9, but then Edward
King and
Edward have come about, haven't they?
It's been said that we're interested. I don't think we're going to get Edward.
Until I see a bid's been made.
I think Watkins will be our striker for the season. We've got Wesley as well.
I think he's one of the biggest waste of time I've ever seen.
He was coming good towards when he got injured.
He had one good game at Burnley where he set Grealish.
No, he was looking good. His hold up was unreal. I'm happy to say Watkins.
Samatta's a waste of space.
I've seen links with him for Turkey, and I always said to you months ago.
You did.
Samatta, I think it might have even been on that video. You'll go Turkey.
Yeah.
And then what happens?
So I think you're losing, but you'll gain King. So what it'll be
King. It'll be Watkins,
on
then
the left,
King.
I think. But you're not in for a left winger. You're in now for a right winger.
Rashica.
So you'll probably play Grealish on the left, knowing you lot, knowing Dean Smith. She's dumb, in my opinion. But then
King, Watkins, and Rashica up front, and then Wesley as backup. Yeah. Grealish can fill in the wing. That's what I think it will. Trezeguet as well. I'm happy with that, to be fair.
But if you do that,
but we need a centre mid.
You need a centre mid. If you do that, you need a centre mid.
I haven't seen us linked with anyone since John Swift.
Because if you put a Grealish out on the wing, you need someone in the middle.
Oh, I did see actually there was a French guy called Grenier. I know he's like a football manager legend. I used to get him all the time. He's like 28.
I don't know.
He looks. He's a
failed. Reeks of another.
Do you know what he is? He's a failed wonder kid.
No, it reeks of a Veritù. That does.
Well, it's on free. It's not like we're paying big bucks for it.
No, but I think you've spent about 40 mil roughly. We don't know what they class. They might class the add-ons. I don't know. But
I don't think they will because them add-ons will be paying next season.
You said 100 mil, so you've spent just under half at the minute. If you go and get King, that's 16. It could even be 20. They might even get 20.
It'll be between 16 and 20.
Yeah. Then you're going to get, we ain't spoke about Martinez. That's a keeper because Eaton isn't going to be back till November.
Martinez is 20 as well.
I think that's a very good signing, but I do believe that he will keep eating out the team. Because I watched him when Leno...
I think if he signed now and both were fully fit, Heaton would start over him.
He'd start over him, being a better keeper.
But then I don't think we'd sign him if Heaton was fully fit.
Because obviously I watch a lot of AFTV and all that. Arsenal, I follow them quite a lot on what they do.
Yeah.
When Leno got injured, the fans raved about Martinez. They loved him. They kept about 4 clean sheets in a row straight away.
Yeah.
Kept a clean sheet against Liverpool, clean sheet against Chelsea. They won the FA Cup with using him. He was unreal. He made some unreal saves. So I do rate that.
I'm surprised they let him go. I suppose they got.
I don't think they want to. This is why I don't think it's 100% that you are going to get him. Yes, you'd link with him. Yes, you talk.
It's the same type of, like the night before Watkins was announced, where it was like story, and that was like, oh fuck, right, okay.
I know he's got Leno, and Leno's now Germany's number 1 to try and fight off.
That's happened with this Martinez. We've been linked with him for a while, and then it's like story. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of the same with Rashika, mate. When that Fabrizio, what is it, Romano?
That's when you know it's real, isn't it? It's like with us.
I don't think we'll get him for 18 mil though. He's worth more than that, Rashika.
What you'll find with him now is, I'll be honest with you, I've never watched him play.
I've never watched him live.
So these Villa fans that are coming out and raving, which is all well and good.
Do you know what? With a lot of players though, I have watched them, but
you've all,
I can't say I've watched
You've all
Rashika.
did it with Trezeguet. I know Trezeguet did.
I've never seen him before either. But I was raving because he got given a African player of the year.
Don't get me wrong, he looked good. In a word of Bremen side that did play good football last year, to be honest. I do follow the Bundesliga quite a bit, but I've never sat and watched him.
No.
Word of Bremen, I think they finished in the top 8. They were a good side, and he got 8 goals. I looked at it when you were linked with him. He got 8 goals off the wing, and he got, don't know about assists, but it was roughly the same. So he got like 15 goal contributions in that team. So he is a good player. I think he would be a good player. He's not one of them where you think, bloody hell, like Villa serious, fucking hell, what signing, like Edouard would be.
Yeah.
But I think
a lot of people will see him like that though.
But Villa fans will. But it just depends what he does.
Well, if Dortmund want him as a replacement.
But this is what I was going to say to you. If you bid for him, which now you have, and you get into talks, you're going to get the Leipzigs, the Dortmunds of the world come out and go, whoa, hang on a bit.
But then you're saying you don't rate him, but if they're looking at him as a replacement...
No, I'm not saying I don't rate him. I've never watched him. I can't judge him.
Oh yeah.
I just think I'm just a bit like...
I think if we sign him, it's like, oh fuck. If we can beat Dortmund to him...
Yeah, no, yeah, I get you. But I think you're going to have a lot... You're going to have the same feeling that we got when we was all buzzing for Dan Garner. We was all putting Dan Garner baby on fucking Twitter. And then it come out, Villa bid. And you just like... For fuck's sake. You just like, yeah, it's all over.
Happened to Gallagher as well, didn't it?
Nah, it's false.
It's
false. It's not even...
No, I'm not saying
it was on one of your
true.
Villa pages. That's it. There's been nowhere else. I think we're leading that.
I say, I know Palace were interested.
I think but they can't have 2 loans off the same club. They've got Batshuayi, that's why they're around the race.
Yeah.
But
that's like when we wanted Giroud or Batshuayi and we got fucking drink water and everyone was like, fuck.
Yeah. So, now I think you will come in for a lot of competition with him. I think, again, we'll do more on the prediction video about where I think Villa's going to finish. I'm not going to say
we can say each other.
No,
we can do each other.
It depends on business though, because at this very moment in time.
Yeah, but you've got to take into account is who you think each will sign when you're predicting as well.
I'm not going to do that because we're going to do the prediction video once the transfer window's done, the day after.
Yeah, but then fucking 5 or 6 games have been played by then.
So be it. I can't see us being on many points. You might, I don't know. But
we'll see then. Yeah, we'll do it then.
With you,
I
could turn around and say you're going to finish 16th right now, but then you might go sign Edouard, Rashika, a mad centre mid and a centre back, and I'll be like, whoa, hold on, they're going to be 10th.
Well, that's part of the fun because you're never going to get
right this second now. Forget links. If I have both squads that right this second went into the Premier League now, I'd put you as 15th.
I'd put us as 17th. I think we need a winger.
And I'd put us right this second now as 19th. 100%. I just think...
you need a striker. We need a winger.
I just think we'd only be one off the bottom due to Pereira and Diangana. I think West Ham are going to be rock bottom. That's my prediction for the season, but we'll get on to that in the prediction video. But yeah, 19th right now, you'd be 15th because you just, Watkins and Cash wouldn't improve you that
I
much.
think we'd be lower. I think we'd be 16th, 17th.
But if all the
But
transfers,
more comfortable than last
but
year.
if all the transfers come off that we're linked with, you with King, Rashid, Gagnon might get a centre mid, and then we get Carl and Grant and a left back say and Conor Gallagher, I'd put us 17th.
I think, you know what, I'd put you 17th.
I'd put us 17th and we're going to scrape. Because I've got a little wild card in the bottom three that we'll say in the prediction.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to tweet mine out now.
Then I'd put you, if you get all them signings, I'd probably put you 13th. Between 12th and 14th, I'd probably put you 13th.
I can get it off my phone. I think I've put us 14th.
If you sign the players.
Well, yeah, this is based on signings and...
If you was to go and get an Edward, you'd be 10th, 11th in my opinion. Because, yes, your back four would let you down, which I still think they will. But you'd have fucking mad
firepower. I thought, I seen notification from Villa, I was like, do it every time.
Yeah, so forget about the prediction. We will do that another time. No, we've had all we have to do.
I'll put us 14th and I'll put you 17th.
That's probably what I'd say. 100. That's exactly what I'd say. I'd probably put you 13th because there's a lot of poor sides this year. I'm telling you, there's a lot of poor sides.
I think I see it more as, I don't know. I think there's
a lot of poor sides that haven't made signings. Put it that way.
Yeah, but there's a whole month left.
True.
I think a lot of teams,
but a lot of clubs are struggling with money.
When a few signings get made, there'll be a massive knock on in loads of positions.
I think the only clubs that are going to make big signings now are the top six because they've got money. This COVID thing is fucking everybody up. But we'll see anyway. That's the transfer wrapped up. That's our thoughts on a few things. But
our
obviously,
first game is Sheffield. It's the week after this weekend, isn't it?
You got a cup game in between. Burton.
Don't care about that.
Yeah, but I think you'll put your Watkins in for that.
Nah, I
wouldn't. You will. Why not? He'll say, right, go and play my system. I think you're going to go down and turn.
I think he'll keep him fresh for Sheffield. Imagine if he got crocked against Brent.
You'd never play him then. Well, you won't play him against Sheffield if that's the go.
Yeah, but then are you gonna? I get what you mean.
I think he'll put your Grealish on the bench and people.
I think
like
he'll
that
play. I think he'll play our strongest tomorrow. We've got United in a friendly tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I know.
And then I think he'll play some of the youth players, like the youth. I can't say the names because they're fucking so long. All our 16-year-old, 17, like Louis Barry.
If it's the same lot that played against Sunderland, you're in for a fucking treat. But
that was shocking. I watched some of that.
Did you?
Yeah, because I got this thing.
No, so that's it then. So obviously we've got the game Sunday for us. Fuck knows what's going to happen. Don't really care. Because at the end of the day, they're a Champions League team. Well, close to. They got Europa.
Yeah.
And we're coming up as favourites to go fucking down. So
I think you'll lose by 1 or 2, but score. That's what
we'll see. It's one of them. And then we'll do a video next week.
Yeah, we'll
covering what happened in the Leicester game.
And then build up to.
We'll recap the cup games.
Oh yeah.
And so we'll bring out another video like Thursday, Friday.
So we're recording this Friday night about 7. So we'll probably do. Right, we'll probably do the same. Well, in the daytime.
We'll do it like Thursday night, bring it out in the daytime, Friday that way, then we've got a weekend of games. We've got Everton away. Fun.
This is half our video, so we're going to wrap it up now.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you later.